Wow. What a statement in a must-win game, huh, Jersey guy? Jersey guy, where are you? Can I get a conga line in here? Da 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 da. First shout out of the season. Da 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 da. Okay. Let me get this fan reaction finished and out of the way, and I'll join you. Before you fly off the handle, Johnny, take a deep breath. Ha 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 ha. Does someone somewhere have a voodoo doll collection of this roster? As always, not helping. I guess the season's over. So, that was the plan. Why does it say placed on waivers? Nothing said. I have to talk about dumb moves and a Pets front office. What the hell did I just watch? Do I really need to be here for this at this point? I'm not having flashbacks to Game 4 against the Canucks last spring. At this point, Johnny, you can just splice together old intros. Cue the intro.
Redemption take you home.
Everybody's hands go up. Way up. If you're part of Preds Nation, leave it up there for another second as the Preds go into Honda Center in Anaheim, California tonight and defeat the Anaheim Ducks by a final score of 5-0. 2-0. 78 games into the season. I thought this team would finish out all 82 without one. They finally have a shot on their stat sheet for the season, and it's because Justus-ify on the second half of a back-to-back made 43 saves to get this team back, to at least temporarily, into a playoff spot. Preds Nation, it's 9:55 Pacific. I am not going to have time tomorrow to film this, so I will get this pretty much in a one-taker. Still pumped up, my heart racing. Hopefully I do not have a heart attack while filming this, and you guys will have to see this post-mortem if my brother posts it on YouTube for me. I want these feelings to be fresh and raw. That's Ducks team that you would think is in a much better position going into the playoffs, but apparently I think they're on a 0-5-1 slide. Despite the number of shots they got on the Preds tonight, 12 shots in the first period, 14 shots in the second period, and 17 shots in the third period, including 2 5-on-3 opportunities in this game. They were no answer for the Preds backup, a team that had to go to overtime. And the shootout last night in Los Angeles, if there's an Anaheim Ducks fan out there doing fan reaction videos, I can just imagine how they must feel. This is a Ducks team that has been off since Saturday, and they performed like this. I'd be concerned. And now, unless I heard wrong on Sportsnet Pacific, I think Vegas is back in charge of the Pacific Division, and now Anaheim is in a 2-3 playoff scenario. Let me check the standings live as I am recording this. And no, the Oilers are, but Vegas is now playing Anaheim, and Anaheim has fallen to third. But hey, this is a Preds fan reaction, and we're here talking about the Preds. And like I said, Game 78 gets them back over the playoff bar, and LA is 1 point behind them with 1 game in hand, so the Preds still have to take care of their own business. San Jose is now 3 points back of them with 2 games in hand, and Winnipeg, the other team that still maybe has a sniff at the playoffs, is 4 points back of the Preds with 1 game in hand. Winnipeg really fading, I would think. But as for this game, I was a little nervous. Second half of a back-to-back. An Anaheim team that dominated and won big earlier this season, but that was when the Preds were struggling. But the Preds came up big when they needed to. No goals in the first period, but in the second period, it's where the Preds came to play. With Eric Hollis sniped from distance off of a setup by Joakim Kimmel. Philip Forsberg on the power play. And probably my favorite goal of the entire game of the 5. Late in the second period, on a penalty kill, Ryan O'Reilly gets the puck out of his zone and sends Nick Perbix in, who has a partial break. But Nick Perbix must have a sixth sense to him that he senses Brady Shea coming down with him with more speed than him and gets him the puck, and he goes full blown to the net and beats dogstring Brady Shea, who has been the ire of Preds fans throughout this season with the penalties he takes and the mistakes he makes. But he puts the exclamation point, and it's not even the second intermission, with the Preds ahead 3-0. I'm gaining confidence in the third period. Some Preds fans on X start mentioning, it's like, so when can we start talking about, you know what we all know would happen at the end, the word shutout, but they're not saying the word. And me and a couple other Preds fans are seeing these tweets and saying, shut up, don't say it, or else we'll all come for you like a raging mob. Even one fan, who you guys all may know, but I will let him be nameless unless he volunteers it, tweeted to me the word, and I told him, you delete that text right now, which he did. Thank you, goodness me. And in the third period, it's not even the vets, which it impresses me, that put the exclamation point on this game. It's the kids, with Joaquin Kimmel in close, setting up Zachary Haru, and then Svechkov with like 5 minutes left to go in the third. The kids have fresh legs that put this team closer and closer, and then made sure, even though they had penalties late, the Ducks didn't seem to have an answer. I know I said after the San Jose game that I thought Ananon would play the Kings game and Saros would play this game, but I am so glad I was wrong. Boy, Bruno is obviously the expert and the coach, even though we suspect that he might get replaced depending on who takes over as general manager. But Bruno, props to you for the decision you made in this game. Thank God this is now the second half of the back-to-back. Preds will be off on Wednesday so that we can all calm the F down, bring our heart rates back to somewhat of a normal rate before we have to jump back in for the last game of this 5-game West Coast road trip. And if you were to tell me that through the first 4 games of it, that the Preds would have 7 of 8 points, we would all take that. We certainly would take that. The playoff race is far from over. They will be going into Utah on Thursday, a Utah team that just went blow for blow with the Edmonton Oilers and beat them 6-5 in overtime Tuesday night. So you can't take them for granted. But hey, after you get that game done, you get your last 3 games of the season back at Bridgestone. All of us would want that for this team right now, trying to see if they can get above that bar when everybody has played 82 games. It's going to be a hell of a finish. Now, after I finish this outro, I'm going to catch my breath and do a little bit of Congo with Jersey Guy. Whew. So that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media and interact with me during every Preds game. You're going to want more Preds fans on Twitter, especially after nights like tonight. Find me by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption. It may have taken, I forget now, 120-something games after the last Preds shut out to get another one. But this team seems to believe in redemption this year, especially after the start to the season that they had, with being so close to playing past mid-April. Don't you dare miss a chance to witness prediction